Hey guys on Instagram, we're getting started. We're jumping on Facebook Live as well. Welcome everyone. Come on in, Instagram fam. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I am on Instagram, I'm on Facebook Live, and it is your leadership coach, Chanel Ramsay. And I'm here to talk to you today about time management. So if you guys are ready, I want you to just begin to like, invite, and share this live on your timeline. Share this on Instagram TV, on your stories. I believe this is a timeless topic called time management, and it is something that we need to talk about even more, especially for those of us who are leaders. So again, welcome to the Leader to Leader Live with your leadership coach and church consultant, Chanel Ramsay. We're about to jump into this topic on time management. This is part 2. So if you didn't get part 1, make sure you go to my podcast. It is on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you can find a podcast. You can look up Leader to Leader podcast, listen to the podcast, or go to my Facebook page. It's on Coach Chanel Ramsay page as well as Chanel Ramsay. And you can get last week's episode. It was dynamic, and we busted up the top 3 myths of time management. And so I want to make sure that you guys jump in and get that. I feel like today's a red day, so you're going to see my red lips, my red love on my shirt. This is a red day. It's day number 2. It's Tuesday, and we're excited about what we're about to get into today. So if you are joining us for the first time, what's up? Thank you guys for being my guest on today. In the comment section below, what I need you to do right now, if you are first time newcomer, or if you have been a part of these Leader to Leader lives in the past, do me a favor, like, invite, and share. Don't keep this to yourself. Take a moment to share this live. Go on and make sure that another leader is tuning in, especially if you know somebody struggling with time management, honey. They late for everything, and they call it fashionably late. No, honey, you just late, okay? If they late for everything, you make sure you tag them in this. If you have a struggle with time management, like staying on top of things, getting things done on time, all of that scheduling, honey, you feel like somebody else is running your life, I've got something I want to share with you today. We're talking about time management part 2. And I'm going to share with you some things. I'm about to show you a video too, so you don't want to miss out on that. But we'll be right back with you guys. I hope you're ready. All right, guys, come on in. This is the Leader to Leader Live with your host, Coach Ramsay. All right, I'm a leadership coach and a church consultant, helping churches and leaders to grow dynamic teams, okay, winning teams, to create impactful events, and of course to make strategic moves to the destiny that you believe God is calling you or your church to. So I'm excited to be sharing with you today. We are following up on this timeless topic of time management. So I want you guys to jump in on this. I'm going to take a moment. I want you to do the same thing I'm doing. Take this live and begin to share this. Invite people to be a part of this conversation. I promise you it will be worth worth your time. Okay. I see we got some people jumping on. Don't be quiet in the comment section. If you're jumping on in the comment section, begin to tell me where you are streaming live from. Where are you watching me from? What city, what state I can find you in. Okay. Where are you streaming from? I think that's important for all of us to know. Why? Because this is a global talk. This is a global discussion. Everybody needs to talk about this. Oh, hello. Everybody needs to talk about this. Why? Because the better we are at managing our time, the more we can be trusted with money. I'll say that again. I think that was good for somebody. The better we are with managing our time, the more trustworthy we will be with our money. So I want you guys to make sure you take a moment to share this live with people that you know. If they're, come on, if they're a boss, if they're an entrepreneur, if they're rocking out, doing great things for the world, if they're in leadership in any capacity, this is their moment to be a part of this live. So we've been talking about time management. And so I'm going to recap last week. I'm going to show you a video and then we're going to jump into the content for today. I want to just shout out those of you who are coming on. I see you coming in. Make sure that you are saying hello in the comment section. Hey, June is with us. Make sure you guys are saying hello in the comment section, telling me where you are streaming from, what city, what state, so that I can know and make sure my volume is up and we are ready to go. Okay. All right, good. Instagram is going, Facebook Live. I'm with you guys. So last week we talked about the top 3 myths of time management, okay? And we started with number 3, which is the deception of busy. Just because you are busy does not mean you are productive, okay? Just because you are busy does not mean you are getting it done. And so many times we are busy because we don't know how to say no, okay? So a lot of us deal with that people pleasing. A lot of us deal with that. Say hi, Nelly. A lot of us deal with that people pleasing. We deal with that inability to say no and to organize what's on our plate. You got to realize it might be on your plate, but is it a part of your purpose? Okay. If it's not a part of your purpose, you got to begin to say no. And so we talked about that last week. We also talked about honoring the Sabbath, right? The Sabbath does not just always mean Sunday. Okay. Because many of us, we go to church on our Sabbath. And so we're in church and we're in worship. Some of us serve in church. We're working in church. So again, you're not really resting. You got to find your Sabbath. You got to find your space, your place where you are resting as a leader. You are resting your mind. You're resting your spirit. You're resting your heart. Come on. You got to find your Sabbath and you got to honor it. You got to respect that. Okay. You got to make others around you respect that Sabbath. Okay. And so we talked about, most of us not wanting to tell people no. We don't want to tell our pastors no. We don't want to tell our colleagues no. We don't want to tell our friends no. When they calling us, we want to go hang out too, okay? We want to go do all of that good stuff, right? But the world without no is filled with distractions, chaos, frustration, and burnout, okay? If you're experiencing any of those things, it's probably because you need to say no to something, all right? Hey, Renee, she said, I'm joining you on my lunch break. That's what I'm talking about. Get powered up on your lunch break, okay? The second reason we talked about the second myth to time management was you need more time. And that is a lie, okay? And that is a lie. You do not need more time. You know why? Because you would do the same thing with the more time that you're doing with the time that you have, okay? You have got to get organized. That's what you need. You need to be more organized. You need to get rid of the distractions and you need to spend most of your time doing what matters most. Okay. If you live by that, spending most of your time doing what matters most, you will begin to see you will get more out of your time. Okay. So you guys are just jumping on. If you did not see last week, we talked about these top 3 myths of time management. We're going to jump into something new today. And so I don't want you guys to miss out on that. God has given me a dynamic revelation on time, but today we're going to jump into some good stuff. So you don't want to miss out on that. If you have not, go back and listen to last week, part 1 on time management. You can catch it on my podcast, on my Facebook page. Do that. If you're getting something out of this conversation already, getting some value, you need to tag somebody, invite somebody, share this on your timeline, get them on this live so that they can hear the same goodness you're hearing right now. Okay. If I'm adding value to you, help me to add value to more. Okay. Share this live, invite, like, and share. Do that now. Okay. So the number 1 time management myth, we talked about it last week, was what? Yes, of course you want to know. We all want to know. We want to talk about this. And you know what that is? that there is a such thing as time management. Okay. Myth number one, you can manage time. That's a myth. You cannot manage time. You cannot manage time. Why? Because time simply is, okay? You can't manage it. What you can do is manage yourself within time. Once you understand how to manage you within the confines of this structure called time, you are going to see greater things come out of your life, okay? And so we talked about the top 3 myths. And so today I want to show you a video. And so I'm going to share screens and get this rocking and rolling. Okay. Y'all watch this video and enjoy.
This morning I got up and got ready quickly because I had to get a lot of stuff done. I sat down at my desk to start getting my stuff done and I spilled my coffee, so I got a sponge to clean it up, and I figured I'd take an extra minute to clean the whole desk because a clean desk would help me get my stuff done. When I was finished, I realized I hadn't eaten anything and I didn't want to be hungry while I got my stuff done, so I went into the kitchen and I was out of cereal. When I got to the grocery store, I remembered a bunch of other crap I needed to get, and I figured I was already there, so I did my shopping for the week so I didn't have to worry about it while I got my stuff done. When I got home, I didn't feel like cereal anymore, and so I made an omelet and I did the dishes so I wouldn't have to do them after I got my stuff done, and then I went out to get some oil from the hardware store because my desk chair is kind of squeaky and I didn't want to be distracted by a squeaky chair while I got my stuff done. When I got back, it was getting kind of late, and I knew I wouldn't be able to get my stuff done today, so I started watching the Twilight Zone marathon on TV. I just have to make sure I get to bed early because I want to be well rested tomorrow so I can get my stuff done.
All right. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? All right. That's many of us always trying to get our stuff done, but never actually getting it done because we get distracted by so many different things. Okay. I see some people are laughing. This is funny. Yes. If you are listening to this on Instagram, you're watching this on Facebook Live. Yes. We are always trying to get our stuff done. Do you know somebody like that? Or is that you? If it's you, say it's me. All right. Put that hand up emoji. This is me. This is me. I did it. It's me. I start one thing, then I get distracted, and I go to this, and then I go to that, and then I go to this, and then I go to that, and I never actually get my stuff done. Okay. So many of us struggle with that. We struggle with trying to get our stuff done, struggle with trying to keep things in order. We deal with that all the time, but let me tell you something. I'm going to drop some jewels on you today to help you get through this. All right. So if you're ready, in the comment section, write the word ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for this download that you are about to drop on us right now. Okay. Here's the thing that I want to say to you. Number one, I'm going to give you 3 things today, and then I'm going to leave y'all alone. All right. Number one, time is God's idea. See, I want to talk about time being God's idea because you know what? At the end of the day, if we don't see it as a godly thing, if we don't see it as something that has been instituted by God for a particular purpose, then we will miss the purpose of time. Actually, time is what God uses to reveal purpose. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Time was God's idea. So if he created time, if this was his idea to institute in this earthly realm, then time itself has a purpose. And if we don't learn how to honor time, we will miss out on purpose. And so I want to challenge those of you who are dishonoring your time. When you dishonor your time, you are dishonoring yourself and you are dishonoring your God. It is your opportunity. Time is your opportunity to honor God with something called stewardship. It's your ability to steward what he gave you, to put things in place for what he gave you to do in the earth. Now, I did a time management workshop not too long ago for this church, and shout out to D3. We had a phenomenal time, and I was sharing with them that procrastination is the arrogance that you have time that was not promised to you. Okay, it's the arrogance. It's that pride that says, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow." The Bible tells us that we don't have tomorrow. Your life is like a vapor. It is here today. It is gone tomorrow. When you procrastinate and you put things off, what you are saying is, "I've got time." That is the arrogancy of mankind, to insist or to think that tomorrow is promised. Tomorrow's not promised. That's why he said, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Time was God's idea. It is a divine idea. And if you steward time right, you will learn that time was not meant to work against you, but the revelation thereby is that time was meant to work for you. Time is your slave. All right. Then that's another level, that if you don't understand how to first steward time, then you can never control time. You can never manage yourself within time. And so I want to just share that with you today, that time is God's idea. Number two, this is what I want to drop on you, and I'm getting out of here. The second thing I want you to realize is that time is a currency. Time is a currency. I'll say it again. Time is a currency. How do we know that time is a currency? Look at your paycheck. They don't just pay you for your education and for your work. They pay you for your time. You give them 40 hours a week and they give you back a paycheck. So when you say you are investing into something, you are actually paying. You are spending your time. You are spending time doing that, which means time is a currency. It is the means by which you make an exchange. Okay. So what you do with your time can determine what your life looks like. It can determine what your future looks like. Time has, if you can spend time, then that means that time has value. There are three ways. Write this down. There are three ways that you spend time. There are three ways. Write this in the comment section. 3 ways to spend time. Number 1, through thoughts. Okay. Number 2, conversation. And number 3, actions. You're spending time whether you're thinking, conversing, or acting. Those are the 3 ways we spend time. Regardless of what type of work you do, your work will always be composed of those 3 items. Now, let me drop this on you real quick. And I'm going to make somebody mad, but I know y'all going to get over it. I'm going to step on your toes real quick. The most unfortunate casualty of our misguided time management is greatness. Your greatness will suffer at the hands of your lack of self-management. Your greatness will suffer at the hands of your inability to steward time. Your greatness will suffer. Come on, it's the casualty of your inability to self-manage within the confines of time. All right, here's the next thing I want to drop on you, and I think we're at number 2. Number 2, this is what I want to say. The fact and the truth of the matter is this: time is the great equalizer. Time is the great equalizer. Who am I talking to today? Time is the great equalizer. No matter who you are, your age, your income, your gender, your race, your religion, you could have this, you could have all the money in the world. You have the same amount of time as the person next to you. Whether you are filthy rich or dirt poor, your time is the same. It's not about how much time you have. It's about how effectively you use the time that you have, how you manage yourself within time. Okay. That's what matters, Sharon. That's what matters, Travis. That's what matters, Claudia. That's what matters, Valerie. That's what matters, Ebony. When you start looking at your life, when you stand before God, he will ask you what you did with your time. Why? Because he numbers your days. Come on. Even he's keeping track of time. Okay, he's numbering your days. He's looking over your life. What have you done? Time is the great equalizer. There is no respect of persons when it comes to time. Everybody get the same 24. Everybody get the same 24. Okay. And so what I want you to realize and understand and really drill into is, what are you doing with your 24? What are you doing with your time? Okay, most of us could be much further had we managed our time better. Have we managed ourselves within the confines of time better? Okay, so there's 3 ways to manage time, and that is through thoughts, conversation, and actions. How are you managing yourself? How are you spending your time? All right, we spend time. We manage ourselves, but we spend time. Okay. And this is the last thing that I want to drop on you. You guys can write this down also, and I'm going to kind of speed through it. But I'm telling you, it is really, really good. Time is lived out in 6 zones. Okay. Those of you who are on Instagram, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me today. Those of you on Facebook, if you're getting value out of this, I need you to tag somebody, like this, invite somebody to be a part of this conversation. Share this on your timeline. Make sure the word gets out, because the more people we have stewarding our time, the greater we will be as a people. Time is lived out in 6 zones. Okay. Zone number 1. And y'all going at the end of this, I want you to put what zone you in. I'm going to show the video one more time at the end. I want you to put what zone do you live in? Okay. Okay. All right. Zone number 1, putting out fires. Okay. So those are the people who are driven by urgency. Always a problem, always an emergency, always something going on. Okay. Them people. Is that you? Okay. Zone number 1, you're always putting out fires, always putting out fires. Okay. Zone number 2, dealing with interruptions. Somebody always wants something from you. You always doing something for somebody else. You always got something that's interrupting you. Okay. While you cannot eliminate interruptions, you do get to say how much time you will spend on them. Okay. So who deals with a lot of interruptions? Okay. Number 3, this is the 3rd zone. Doing planned work. Okay. Time is lived out in these 6 zones. Number 3 is doing planned work. That means you plan it and you actually get to do it. Doing planned tasks. Number 4 is working uninterrupted. Oh, that's the sweet spot right there. You can close your door. You ain't got to worry about nobody interrupting you, child. You can just close the door and do what you got to do. Working uninterruptedly. Zone number 5. Uninterrupted downtime. Ooh, that's the beautiful part. I tell you right there. You got your downtime, you relaxing, you enjoying it, and it's uninterrupted. And number 6, this is the zone that most of us live in, and that is wasting time. Okay. Wasting time. You got to be so careful that you stay out of that zone. You don't want to be in the zone of wasting time. Wasting time. So I want you guys, what zone are you in? Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? In the comment section below. Why don't you put that zone down there? Which zone do you find yourself in most? Okay. Is it zone number 1? You putting out fires? Is that what you're doing? Zone number 2, you always dealing with interruptions. Zone number 3, you're doing planned tasks. Zone number 4, working uninterruptedly. Zone number 5, uninterrupted downtime. And zone number 6, wasting time. Matter of fact, where you find yourself at right now. Okay. We are excited to share with you guys. If you haven't done it already, make sure you register to be with us in November 12th to the 13th. Seats are filling up fast. I mean, literally, people are coming from everywhere, from Atlanta, from New York, from Ohio. They are registering to be a part of the Seek Prophetic Prayer Conference, November the 12th to the 13th in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, we're going to be in Charlotte. Big up to everybody that live in the Queen City. We're going to be in Charlotte, and we're going to be lifting the name of Jesus really high. And we're just excited to share and worship and share in this prophetic prayer conference. We've got some dynamic speakers that are coming in. I'm going to be releasing more information as we get closer to the date. But honey, let me tell you something. You want to get in and get in quick while this early bird special is going on. It's $99 per person to register. The link to the hotel that we're going to be at, Hilton Garden Inn, as well as Homewood Suites. There's 2 hotels in 1 location. It's going to be in the comment. It's going to be in the description. It's also on the page. You can click that link and you can book your room now. I'm telling you, it is going to be an amazing, amazing time. I'm a firm believer that sometimes God has to call us out of the familiar to give us the unusual. And I believe that this is the season where he is doing just that. He is calling us out of the familiar so he can give us the unusual, give us something that we have never had before, and really impact our lives and our families and our cities and our homes. I'm telling you, honey, you coming to get something that you are taking back with you. That's why our theme is glory carriers. We're not just going to experience this. We're going to take it with us. We're going to carry what God has to do in our city, in our home, in our family, in our marriages, in our ministry. Come on, we're going to carry it back. And so as I want you to know that I really enjoyed talking to you today. If you are watching this again, if you enjoyed this, maybe you just jumped on, go back and get the replay. Make sure you check out next week. But above all, guys, what I need you to do is like, invite, and share so that we can get more people on this live to be more and to be empowered to do what God has called them to do in this hour. I thank you guys again for joining me on today. It has been dope. It's been real good. And I enjoyed you guys. Thank you again for being a part of the Leader to Leader Live on today. If you have any questions, you can always inbox me about the conference. If you want any of the information, you can make sure that you click the link that's in the description on this live. And I will also post in the comment section the link for registration. Again, registration is only $99, and we look forward to seeing you at the Seek 2021, November the 12th to the 13th in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, guys, be blessed. Have an amazing day.